Hello everyone and welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate the fact that you set aside this time for your yoga practice. So the hard bit is already done, setting aside the time, rolling out your mat and getting the video up. So we're going to begin lying back and down on our mats. So get yourself nice and comfortable in your mat, excuse me, and feel as if you're lengthening through the crown of your head. So your chin will be tucked the tiniest wee bit. We certainly don't want your chin up in the air. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe your arms rotate so the backs of your hands can be in the floor, palms facing up. Heel of the right foot at the right edge, heel of the left foot at the left edge of the mat. Just take a nice long, slow, deep inhale. And a nice long, soft, whispery exhale. And just take a few rounds of your breath to allow yourself to feel really connected to your yoga mat and of course to the earth beneath. And if you're comfortable here, close your eyes and just notice that sensation of feeling completely secure, completely stable as you lie here in this lovely place. So you've set aside this time for your practice. There's nowhere else you need to be for the next half an hour or so. So just indulge yourself. Allow yourself this time for you. It's so important that we take time for ourselves. So bring your awareness to any sensations that might be arising where your body is in contact with your mat, the back of the head, the backs of the shoulders, all of the back body, the backs of the arms, backs of the hands, backs of the legs, the heels. Maybe notice if there are any little tight bits that you didn't notice until you lay on your mat. So if you need to, have a little wriggle about whatever way feels right for you. And notice your breath. So we're going to try and move with our breath today. Well, of course we always try and move with our breath, but even more so than usual maybe, we're going to see if we could use our breath to help us to soften and deepen into the postures. And of course, as always, listen to your own body. Don't do anything that you know doesn't suit you or that might hurt you, that might aggravate any old injuries or any new injuries you might have. So be kind to yourself. Yoga is all about being kind to yourself and to everything else that you can think of. Okay, so now we're just going to have a big stretch. So on your next inhale, begin to take your arms up overhead, reach into your fingertips. Point your toes away. Keep breathing, of course. Don't let your shoulders slide up off the mat. So keep your shoulders rolling down as you stretch your fingers and your toes, have a wee wriggle about if that feels good. And then nice and slowly, on an exhale, allow your fingers to drift down and everything to soften. So now we're just going to do a little twist. So we're going to walk your feet over towards the left side of your mat and then shift your upper body over to the left to join it. And then if you want, you can cross your right foot over the left. Take your arms back up overhead and take hold of your right wrist with the left fingers and just encourage the rest of your body to stretch over to the side. This is Banana Asana. So you're in a kind of a banana shape and gives you a lovely stretch all down the right side. So your head can be wherever feels right for you. One more big inhale here. And exhale, soften, gently release your hands, release your wrists. Bring your upper body back to center, uncross your ankles, walk your legs back, and we'll go straight to the other side. So feet and legs over to the right, shift your shoulders and your head over, reach up with your arms and take hold of the left wrist with the right fingers, cross the left foot over the right, and maybe stretch the left wrist across your body. And again, have your head wherever feels right. There's no particular worry about where it should be. So again, nice stretch down the left side. One more breath here. And then gently release your hands. Bring your upper body back to center. Walk your legs back to center. And just bring your knees in towards your chest for a little rock from side to side. Maybe take your knees away and back. And then we're going to bring our knees more, well, you can actually have them directly in line with your hips. So it depends on how your back is and how you're feeling. So if you want to work a wee bit harder, take your knees slightly further away. And if your back's giving you any bother, bring your knees further in. And of course, hold on to the edges of your mat as well. So you want the lower legs to be more or less parallel to the floor. And we're just going to do a few toe taps. So at the minute, you want to make sure your back is nestled nicely, the small of your back, nestled nicely into the mat so it's nicely supported. And then reach away and tap with your right foot and the left foot. So don't let any tension creep into your shoulders as you do this. Left foot. So just, we'll go for 5 rounds. Maybe we should do a bit more. We just want to begin to feel it here in the tummy and in the core. Just a tiny little bit of strengthening. Nothing too awful. So we'll do 2 more each side. Just even yourself off wherever you are. And then give your knees a little squeeze in. And then maybe we'll cross our feet at the ankles. Hold on to the outside edges of your feet if you can. Or you can just rock and roll like this. So we're going to do a couple of rock and rolls. So come up on an exhale, big inhale. And exhale, bring yourself up. Nice and slowly. So the first one is always the worst. And then just bring yourself forward and meet me in tabletop. So knees are below your hips, wrists are below your shoulders, knees are below the hips. You're actively pressing the floor away and feet and knees are hip width apart. So we're going to take a big inhale, drop the belly to the floor, bottom up towards the ceiling, bring your heart through, and exhale, tuck your tail under, chin towards your chest, round your shoulders. Inhale, your belly comes up, exhale, tuck your tail. Inhale, belly to the floor, bottom up towards the ceiling. And this time on our exhale, we're going to bring our bottom down towards our heels and have a nice stretch. And then inhale, lower arms come down, draw yourself through. Keep your elbows in if you can, into your cow pose. One more of those. Exhale, round your shoulders, tuck your tail under. Bottom down towards your heels. Inhale, lower arms come down. Draw yourself through. Keep your elbows in and bring yourself back into your neutral tabletop. Walk your hands back and bring yourself up to high kneeling. So we're just going to swing our arms up. So drop your shoulders down, but bring your arms up. So of course, pad your mat, or pad your knees rather, roll your mat up and give yourself a wee bit of extra padding here if you need it. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, drop your arms to shoulder height and turn to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back to center, and then from here we're just going to fold forward and down and bring yourself down into tabletop, into child's pose. Inhale, bring yourself back up again, and exhale, fold forward and down, plant your hands, tuck your toes under, and bring yourself up into downward facing dog. So give your dog a little walk from side to side, maybe we twist, straighten one leg at a time, and then just move whatever way you feel you need to. And then when you're ready, come into your static dog, rotate the big arm bones outwards and the big muscles in your legs, or the big bones in your legs, slightly inwards, and lift your sit bones up, let your head go, give your head a shake. Yes and no. Keep pressing the floor away. Press into the base of the index finger and thumb and the pads of all the fingers, and that way you won't get any aches or pains in your wrists. One more breath here, and then press into the left foot and leg. Lift your right foot up, and then you can step your right foot forward. Get your balance first of all. Stay in the ball of the back foot, and inhale, bring yourself up into your high lunge. So of course, if you need to, keep the left knee in the floor, but see if you can step through, press strongly into the heel of the left foot and leg, pressing into the ball of the front foot, lifting up and sitting down. Take a big inhale here, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Lift, use your thumbs to lift your heart center up, big inhale, and turn, take the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. And if you can, look over your right shoulder. So strong legs. Keep pressing into the heel of the right foot, lifting up. One more breath here. And exhale. Drop your hands down, frame your foot with your hands, and step back into downward facing dog. Give your dog a little walk. Take the weight onto your right foot. Look forward. Step the left foot through, stay in the ball of the back foot. So keep your hands on the floor and see how you feel. Maybe drop the right knee. Otherwise, press into both feet. Bring yourself up, reaching up and sitting down. Feel strong. You're strong. Breathe. Allow your breath to help you to soften into all these postures. You're doing well. This is strong in your legs. One more breath here. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Big inhale and exhale. Turn and bring your right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Keep pressing into that back foot and feel strong, feel stable. And turn your head maybe and look over your left shoulder. Take your left shoulder back. Keep lifting your heart up. Great. One more breath. And then gently bring yourself back to center. Frame the front foot, and this time we're going to press into the back foot and bring ourselves forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. So knees bent as deeply as you need to. See if you can make contact with the floor. Maybe hold on to your elbows. Have a wee walk, we rock from side to side. Just whatever feels right for you. Inhaling, getting length in the back body. Exhaling, crown of your head to the floor, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. And then maybe make contact with the floor if you can, and hold on to your legs. We're going to walk your hands over towards the left, and then walk back to centre and over towards the right. Back to centre, and then inhale and come into your flat back. So hands to your shins, your thighs, whatever feels right for you. Getting a nice long back body, nice long line from the crown of your head right down the full length of your spine. Big inhale here, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Do one more of those. Inhale into your flat back, shoulders drawing back, navel back towards your spine. And exhale, fold a little deeper. So bring both feet together and your knees together, bend your knees a wee bit deeper, and bring yourself up into your imaginary chair pose. So your hands can be here, or just out in front, but we don't want to be like this. So drop your shoulders down. Lift your pubic bone up, sink them towards the floor. Breathe, smile. One more big inhale here. Maybe come onto your tiptoes, but don't lose your chair. And wobbling's fine. One more breath. Inhale up. Oops, and exhale down. Don't worry if you wobble. And some days your balance is good and sometimes it isn't. And then bring yourself back to stand in Tadasana. So check your Tadasana feet. You want a nice broad base because we're going to do a bit of balancing now. So you want a nice broad base for your pose. So tell yourself, I'm taking the weight onto my left foot and leg, and reduce contact with your right. See how that feels. Bend it if you can. And then maybe you'll begin to take that right leg back. So it doesn't matter if you just go to here, certainly just go to here, or here, wherever. Maybe you'll be able to lift it up. Keep a wee soft bend in the front leg if it helps. And we're in a version of Virabhadrasana 3. Breathe. Find something that's not moving. So we don't want to be tipping over to the left to make it look better. So it doesn't matter where your leg is. Maybe you'll take your arms out to the back. But keep your hands here if that's enough for you. One more breath here. And then press into the left foot, bend it. Bring your right foot forward again, or right knee. And plant it down. And we'll do the other side. Well done. Okay, so tell yourself, I'm taking the weight onto my right foot and leg this time. Again, test it, because sometimes I find certainly one side's better than the other. And then see how that feels. Maybe you'll just stay here. Maybe you'll take it back, knowing that the ground's there, that you can kind of dip down to it. Maybe you'll feel, well, I can go a bit further. Maybe this side will be completely different into your version of Virabhadrasana 3. Maybe take your hands back. Sometimes that's easier. Bring your heart forward. 2 nice level hips. One more breath here. Find something. Try and focus on something that's not moving. And then bend the right knee. Bring your left leg forward. And plant it down. And we're back to stand in Tadasana. So we're just going to do a couple of rounds of your Soham breath, just to give you a wee bit of a breather. So again, come into Tadasana, feet can be together or slightly apart, ideally big toes touching and a gap at your heels. So you're lifting up through your legs, so you're not locking your knees, shins rolling back, strong legs. Lift your heart center up, pubic bone lifted and sacrum going down towards the floor, and your hands down by your sides. Drop your shoulders. And take a big inhale. And exhale. So we're just going to do So Hum breath where we bring our arms up and lead with baby fingers as we inhale. Just to wherever you go comfortably, and then thumbs leading the way down with the exhale. And if you can, close your eyes. So inhale, lead with the baby fingers. Feel that air that you're displacing. Feel the movement of the air, and then exhale with the thumbs leading. And then if you want to, you can add the mantra So in the inhale, So, and hum. So, last one. So, hum. And then if you can, just stand with your eyes closed briefly. Nice and gently blink your eyes open. And we're going to make our way down onto the mat just for a nice little twist to finish off with. So shift flesh off your sit bones and bring yourself into Dandasana. So your toes are coming back towards your face. You're lifting up from the earth or from your sit bones. So you're lifting everything up, dropping your shoulders down. You can bring your hands either side here to give yourself a little bit of leverage if you want to. Inhale and exhale. Feel strong. So this is just like Tadasana, only we're sitting down. So everything is switched on just the way it would be in Tadasana. And then we're just going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana, which is a nice twist. So we're going to bring the right leg in. So bring it in as closely as you can. And we're going to hug it, this is a variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hug it with your right arm to begin with. And then we're going to see if we can take the left arm around it and bring your right arm in behind. So use your right arm to give you a wee bit more leverage. Press into the right hand and arm. Take a big inhale and exhale. Draw your right shoulder back and feel you're lifting belly, mid-chest, upper chest as you begin to turn gently towards the right. So keep working actively into the heel of the left foot and leg. Toes should be coming towards your face. So use that leverage you've got with the right hands to give you a bit of a lift. Inhale and exhale, maybe a little bit more of a twist. Inhale, getting length. Exhale, softening into your twist. One more breath here. And then nice and slowly and gently bring yourself back round, and we'll do the other side. So left leg in, give it a wee squeeze in, and again start off holding it with the left hand, and then see if you can bring your right arm around it. Take your left hand in behind, so lifting up, working into the heel of the right foot and leg. Think belly, mid-chest, upper chest as you begin to turn, getting length, so that you can maybe move a little deeper into the twist. So inhale, you get a bit more length, exhale, begin to turn. So try and keep your chin in line with your breastbone until you've gone as far as you can, and then you can turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Then nice and slowly and gently bring yourself back to center. And then from here, we're just going to bring our knees in towards our chest. Give them a wee squeeze in. So feel that you're actually off your sit bones this time for this posture. We're going to do some baby boats or half boats, bit of both. Squeeze your knees in, keep your chest coming towards your thighs, and then maybe straighten one leg, maybe straighten the other leg. So keep one toe on the ground if you need to. If you find you can't balance, maybe you'll bring up both feet, maybe you'll bring your hands to the ground, your choice. Maybe you'll leave go, maybe you won't. So lots and lots of options. Point the toes away, chest towards your thighs. Breathe, smile, feel good. Maybe you'll come into your baby boat, maybe not. And then back into your half boat. Baby boat. Half boat, one more. Baby boat. Half boat. Breathe, smile, feel strong, brilliant, well done. Drop your feet down and just go, ugh. Let everything go. Reach over and allow yourself to drape over your legs. And let your head go down. Just relax your neck completely. One more breath here. And then we'll just unroll really, really slowly. Bring yourself down to your mat, whatever way feels right for you. And you're ready for your relaxation. So if you would like to take your feet out the full width of your mat, big, and allow your knees to knock in, just bring your hands onto your tummy and soften your shoulders. Just take a couple of breaths here. So this is considered to be a very relaxing way to finish your class or to finish your practice. And certainly, if you ever have any back issues, this is a good one to do. Or if you prefer, straighten your legs out along the mat. And maybe allow your arms to rest down either side of your body. So wherever you are, just take a nice long, slow, deep inhale. Fill your body right up to the top. Brief pause, and then open your mouth wide and sigh it out. We'll do one more of those. Inhale right from the belly. Fill the lungs right up to the top, right up to the back of the throat. We pause. Open your mouth wide. And then just return to your natural breath. Maybe roll your head over to one side to the other. Feel as if you're trying to get your right ear down towards the ground, and then your left ear down towards the mat. And then come to rest in the center. And just do a quick scan of your body and see if there's anywhere you can let go a tiny little bit more. The toes, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, the ankles, the heels, the calves, the shins, the kneecaps, the backs of the knees, the thighs, fronts of the thighs, the backs of the thighs, the buttocks, all of the back body, back ribs, the spine, the shoulder blades, all soft. Come to the front body, the points of the hips, the abdomen, the front ribs, the heart center, the collarbones, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, backs of the hands, the palms of the hands, all the fingers, soft, relaxing. Side of the neck, the jaw, the hinge of the jaw, the tongue resting softly in the floor of the mouth. Eyebrow center smooth. The third eye, the crown of the head, the back of the head. And just surrender to your mat. Resting here in this lovely, safe place, resting between heaven and earth. Feeling grounded, feeling rooted, feeling connected. So please stay here for as long as you feel you need to, or maybe as long as time permits. But otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye. So if you'd like to bring your hands together at your heart center. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me for this yoga practice. I really appreciate your company. And it's so good to know that you're joining me for these practices. So thank you so much. Let the love in our hearts guide the words that we speak and the thoughts that we think. Namaste.